Welcome in, along with Mike Renner. I'm Steve Palazzolo, and this is your New York Jets NFL Draft Recap, all powered by PFF, Edge, and Elite. Mike, the Jets are sitting there at number 3. We thought it might be a perfect time for them to maybe trade down, get some of those picks that they lost last year with Sam Darnold. Didn't have a trade partner, but pretty good consolation prize. QUNNEN Williams, the highest graded interior defensive lineman we've ever seen in our time, grading every player and every play in college.
Yeah, I don't blame them for not trading down if the value wasn't going to be there, because QUNNEN Williams, to me, as can't miss as any prospect in this draft, the highest grade we've ever given to a defensive tackle at the college level in our 5 years of doing this. Freakishly athletic, has a handful of pass rushing moves at his disposal, is going to be the cornerstone of your defensive line for the next 10 to 15 years if you really want him to be, if you want to make that financial commitment. I just think he is that good, that can't miss, to where if you would have traded down, you would have had far more question marks with whoever you were drafting.
Yeah, and he was the best run defender in the nation last year, tied for the best pass rush grade. So our defensive line grades translate really well at the next level, so you should be getting a productive player. Part of my debate when I was mock drafting for the Jets and trying to figure out what they could do was this massive need that they had at edge, right? And to me, it was QUNNEN Williams or Josh Allen. They had to debate. We have a higher grade on QUNNEN Williams. Trust the board, because even though they didn't have a second-round pick, they had a chance to address edge with their first third-round pick, the 4th overall pick of the draft of that round, Jachai Polite from Florida. So instead of forcing a Josh Allen pick, is this the best combination for them? QUNNEN Williams in the 1st and then Polite in the 3rd.
Yeah, Jachai Polite had a comparable pass rushing grade to Josh Allen in the SEC a season ago. Now, not quite on Josh Allen's level. Allen led the entire nation in terms of pass rushing grade and is physically a dominant specimen. Jachai Polite, kind of on the other end of the physical spectrum. I think he's just an undersized pass rusher. That is who he's going to be. He is not going. You don't want him playing at the weight he ran his 40 at the combine, when he ran a 4.84 at over 250 pounds. That's just, I don't think he put on some, I'm guessing he put on some bad weight to run that 40. He really probably played more under 240, but if he plays well and rushes the passer under 240, so be it. You might not get an every down player out of him, but it's 2019 in the NFL. You want a pass rusher. I think they got the potential to find one in the 3rd round, which is rare. It's rare to find pass rushers that
a
late
good
in the
spot.
draft.
So it's a good spot to take him. And again, that's why I like the QUNNEN Williams pick. I mean, maybe over Josh Allen because of what you got in Polite in the 3rd. The other 3rd-round pick that I like quite a bit, they got him the 29th pick of that round, CHUMA EDOBA. We've been throwing the term developmental tackle around quite a bit. There's a good class of guys that have pass blocking upside at the next level, guys that have shown it a little bit at the college level, might not be polished all the way around. That's what CHUMA EDOBA is, and it fits a potential need for the Jets as well.
Yeah, his comp, actually, his best comp is probably Kelvin Beachum, who is there for the Jets. He's just never going to be a dominant run blocker. And again, that's fine. It's 2019. You don't need a dominant run blocker at tackle. What he is a very smooth, very athletic pass protector with long arms. He went to the Senior Bowl and was just plays so under control, so patient in his pass sets. I see him not necessarily stepping in and starting right away along that offensive line, but if he puts on 10, 15 pounds, gets a little stronger over the course of his rookie year in the NFL, I think he could step in and he'd be a starter year 2.
Again, another pick that just fell in line with where we expected our draft board to be. 4th round of TREVON WESCO from West Virginia, run blocking tight end who flashed a little bit of athleticism with the ball in his hands, but not the speediest type of tight end you're looking for.
Yeah, I think he's adds a lot as a run blocker. He is going to be your prototypical number 2 tight end, and he actually, for a number 2 tight end, that sort of guy, he has more ability after the catch than most. Actually was among top 5 in all tight ends in college football in terms of broken tackles this past season after the catch, and only caught something like 26 balls. So from that perspective, you're getting a safe number 2 tight end who I think will be as productive as you can hope for in that role.
To complement Chris Herndon, Jets fans, that's right, we know it's Chris Herndon. And then Blake Cashman, love this pick in round 5. The linebacker rankings for all of the analysts were just all over the place. You get Devin White, Devin Bush, and then just differences of opinion everywhere. But Cashman was a top 4 linebacker for us because of his athleticism, movement skills, can blitz, cover, and you get that in the 5th round. I think that's really nice value.
He's going to be another guy who is going to be a liability against the run. I love this draft because they basically skewed the run game altogether. CHUMA EDOBA, Jachai Polite, none of these guys are going to really impact the run game. Blake Cashman as well. He has very short arms, one of the shortest wingspans measured in recent history at the linebacker position in the combine. But what he can do is cover ground in coverage, man up on running backs coming out of the backfield with ease. One of the best athletes in this entire draft class at the linebacker position. And to get that where they got it later in the draft it's just rare that athletes fall that far down.
Could have been a risky draft for the Jets with not as many picks because of the Sam Darnold trade, but they added a lot of value at important positions, really like what the Jets did here. For the full breakdown, be sure to get to ProFootballFocus.com.